Welcome to Ban This, the show where I take a look at a piece of art and make a stupid, ridiculous argument as to why some stupid, ridiculous people think it'd be a good idea to either outright ban it or at least make some good choice cuts. Today, I am looking at the Japanese anthology horror film Kwiadan. A bunch of ghost stories. Now, there's really not a whole lot dreadfully offensive with this film. Although, I haven't quite seen this particular version. This is the longer version. I've seen the previous release that Criterion had, which was a little bit shorter. This is the full one. This is the 183-minute cut. So it's practically, if you want to look at each film, like some people say a feature-length film is about 45 minutes roughly. So that means there's about 4 feature-length films in this single movie. Now, as I was saying, since there's really nothing too bad, there's really very little violence. There's some disturbing stuff as you expect from ghost story, especially from this country. But I always have China to fall back on when it comes to ghost stories. Because China has this weird obsession with, not portraying ghosts or any, type of spiritual, supernatural thing like that. So this entire film technically would be illegal in China. And a bunch of other great films, like those Chinese, they get to miss out on The Changeling, The Haunting. What else is there? And of course, I mean the original Haunting from the 60s. I'm not talking about the remake. Although they'd be able to miss out on that one, but they really wouldn't be missing out, would they? What's another good ghost story? The Innocents. Event Horizon. They get none of that. So yeah. I don't exactly remember why. It definitely has a religious thing to do, which it's kind of weird that China is censoring things like this, since being a socialist country and communism I think they're at now, but communism and religion a lot of times doesn't mend together very well, so it's weird. I'd have to research it a little bit as to why they feel that way. Then in another video I'll probably go into more detail about it, because I have a few of these films to go through. So yeah, China, they don't like their ghosts in their movies. Well, the 1%, of their classless society wouldn't. But I'm sure the general public, if they could get their hands on it, they'd eat this stuff up. Especially with it being illegal, because censorship doesn't work. So yeah. What do I think of this film? Well, I said before, I haven't quite seen this one. The one I seen was like maybe 142 minutes, so it's not the 3-hour epic that this is. But it's cool. Well, it's hard for me to come across an anthology film that I don't like, at this point in time, the only anthology movie that I've seen that I absolutely hated, since I haven't seen movie 42 or whatever it was, is a film called Cracking Up. It's horrible. It is absolutely... There's about one sketch in there that I kind of found funny. Everything else is absolutely terrible. In fact, one of the sketches, it's just who's on first. Except they replace who... I don't remember who's in first. Who's on first? I don't know who's on third. Who's on second? Because who's on first? So he's not on second. I don't know who's on third. Anyways, they replace it with who, guess who, and some other one that I forget. But it's horrible. And the whole thing could have been inverted if they said the names properly. Just say the who. Don't say who. Say the guess who instead of guess who. That's the name of their bands. It was infuriating. Absolute piece of garbage. I'm not supposed to be talking about Cracking Up. I'm supposed to be talking about Kwiadan, a much better film by every stretch of the means. Maybe a little bit long for some people. I mean, it's 3 hours, this version. But the fact that they're all short films, essentially, can help, make things up. But they're very slow, subdued. There's nothing in your face. There's nothing moving around. It's just generally, people meeting up with these ghosts, demons, their interactions with them, and the inevitable fate that they must endure. Pretty good. Great stuff. If you like anthology movies, Japanese culture, horror films, definitely something to check out. But don't expect a gore fest or a special effects feast like Poltergeist or something. You're not going to get that here. It's all very simple storytelling. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Well, that's about it for this one. Hit me up on mine, Spit Shoot, Stardust, link to the description for all those below, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Take care. God bless.